Welcome to Daily Plunge. We're in the Gospel of Luke, chapter 22, verses 1 through 13. Now the festival of the unleavened bread, the Passover, is approaching. And the Passover is that celebration that recalls and really reconstitutes Israel to be God's people, that they remember, they celebrate the act of God to free them from slavery, leading them into the wilderness so that they can be formed to be God's people. And it is that sacrifice of the Paschal lamb, the Passover lamb, with the blood that is put over the doorposts, right? So that the angel of death would pass over them, that they would be covered by the Lamb's blood. And at this time in which they are to be reconstituted as God's people, the chief priests and the teachers are looking for some way to get rid of Jesus, to rub him out, right? To exterminate him. And you got to ask is, by what authority are they acting? Now, it's not on their own authority because they're afraid of the people, which is funny because they're not afraid of God, right? Notice that. Who are they afraid of? They're afraid of God. No, the people, the people. And by what authority are they acting? We come to that in verse 3. Satan enters Judas. And that is what motivates him to go work with the priests. And Judas goes to the chief priests and the temple guards, the temple officers. And this, as it says, Judas, who was called Iscariot, he is one of Jesus' own 12 disciples. And even still, he's going to betray Jesus. And they discuss how they might betray Jesus. And it says in verse 5 that the chief priests and the officers are delighted. There is a joy about being able to pull this off that is just evil and wicked. And they pay him off. And it says he consented. It is his own will that he is going to go up against the will of God to betray God's own son. And he does this, right, with preparation. There is pre-planning into this. Well, verse 7, Jesus has also been doing his pre-planning. He's planning for the Passover. And again, the time when the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed, we recognize that Jesus is being obedient to his Father's will, and he's preparing for what comes next. And Jesus takes the initiative. He sends Peter and John, right, two of his apostles, to go and find a person who knows that all the preparations have been made. And these special instructions that Jesus gives, we should have the understanding that this person knows that Jesus is coming. Jesus has made arrangements. And everything is just as it's supposed to be, right? And so they prepared the Passover. How are we preparing for the Paschal Lamb of Jesus Christ, who will cover us with his blood so that the angel of death and sin and wickedness passes over us? Thanks, friends. Have a blessed day.